Hi, I'm Jacqueline Vandegrift, and welcome to Radiant, Rooted, and Realigned, where we grow in faith, confidence, and spiritual alignment through honest reflection and Christ centered truth. Each week, through Bold Reset Sunday, we pause long enough to realign what's been pulled out of place. I'm glad you're here today. Let me begin with a question. What if the thing keeping you from peace right now isn't what someone else did, but what you're still holding against yourself? Most of us understand forgiveness when it comes to others. We know it matters. We know it's biblical. We know it's part of healing. But self-forgiveness is quieter, more complicated, and often much harder because we remember the details. We remember the choice we made, the moment we ignored our intuition, the season we stayed too long, the words we wish we could pull back. And even after time has passed, even after God has met us with grace, we continue to replay those moments as if revisiting them might somehow fix them. But instead, they keep us stuck. Some of us are not living in the present. We are living in review. And without realizing it, we become the harshest voice in our own lives. Romans 8:1 says, "There is now no condemnation in those who are in Christ Jesus." That's not poetic language. That's a spiritual reality. No condemnation. So if God is not condemning you, why are you still condemning yourself? Sometimes we confuse self-punishment with responsibility, but they are not the same. Responsibility leads to growth. Condemnation leads to shame. God corrects in order to restore. Condemnation only wounds. And if the voice you hear is relentless, shaming, and unforgiving, that voice is not coming from God. Many of us struggle to forgive ourselves because we think, I should have known better. I failed myself. I wasted time. I ruined something important. But here's what's true. You made the best decision you could with the understanding, capacity, and emotional tools you had at that time. You were learning. You were becoming. You were surviving something you may not even have had language for yet. That season was not meant to define you, but it may have been meant to shape you. Ecclesiastes reminds us there is a time for everything. Some seasons exist not to be admired, but to be outgrown. Self-forgiveness does not mean pretending it didn't happen. It means acknowledging what happened without continuing to punish yourself for it. It means saying, I see it now. I learned. I'm no longer that version of myself. Psalm 103 tells us that God removes our transgressions as far as the east is from the west. That distance is intentional. It means God is not circling back to what He has already released. So when you keep dragging your past into your present, you are carrying something God already set down. And that weight will eventually drain you. Here's your bold reset for today, simple and honest. Ask yourself, what am I still punishing myself for that God has already forgiven. You don't need to resolve it all today, but you do need to tell the truth about it. And then say plainly, without ceremony, I forgive myself. I release what I cannot change. I choose to move forward with wisdom instead of shame. That's a spiritual decision. This week, self-forgiveness may look like, letting go of the need to re-explain old choices, speaking to yourself with maturity instead of accusation, allowing joy without guilt, choosing rest instead of replay. Forgiving yourself does not mean erasing your story. It redeems how you carry it. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are becoming. And God is not asking you to relive your past. He is inviting you to walk forward lighter. If this message touched something tender, stay with it this week. Self-forgiveness is not a one-time act. It's a practice of alignment. And every time you choose grace over self-condemnation, you are living more fully rooted in truth. Thank you for listening to Radiant, Rooted, and Realigned. Join me next week for Bold Reset Sunday, where we realign our lives with God's truth and walk forward with clarity. Until next time, stay rooted, walk gently, and release what no longer needs to follow you. Until then, be blessed.